For the beginner lesson this month, we're going to look at the bluegrass standard called Cripple Creek. Any bluegrass musician will know this tune. And I'm going to show you two versions. A lot of people ask me how you sort of progress from beginner to intermediate. So hopefully this lesson should give you a little insight or a little step along the way of to improving from beginner standard tunes to slightly more intermediate level tunes. Before we look at the tune, I just want to very briefly mention your ups and downs in this tune. There is a rule on the mandolin, and the rule is that you should be playing a downstroke on the beat and an upstroke off the beat. So take for example a tune like Old Joe Clark, where the melody is all on the beat. They're all on the 1 2 1 2 1 2 3 4 1 2 3. So all on the beat, nothing's on the and, so they're all down. And so similarly, when you're playing a tune that is constantly quavers, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, every alternate one should be an alternate pick stroke, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So if in an extreme example you come across a tune where the melody is all off the beat, which is rather strange, but it might happen, then they should all be up. So it'd be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and all up. So that's the rule, especially in tunes in 4, so 4 4 3 4, and Cripple Creek is in 4 4, so we're counting 4 beats to the bar, and each beat has an and, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The way I always tell people to remember it is if your foot's tapping the beat, then your hand should be doing the same thing. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, no matter what. So no random double downs, random double ups. There is a method to how you should be playing your pick strokes. So just before we dive into playing Cripple Creek, I just want to quickly discuss those pick strokes. So there's actually only 4 upstrokes in the whole of Cripple Creek. So if we take bar 1 for example, which sounds like this, there's only 1 upstroke. So if I count the beats as we play this, it's 1, 2 and 3, 4. So that third note is on the and of 2. 1, 2 and 3, 4. So that's our only upstroke. A lot of people would want to go down, down, up, because that seems to make a bit more logical sense, but I'm afraid in terms of the mandolin that would be wrong. So we need down, down, up, down, down. And then the same rhythm crops up a couple of times, so I won't go through every time there's an up, but that's the general principle. Get that under your hand. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down for this tune. I think you're ready to have a play of the tune. I'm not going to go through it in the fine detail. I'm just going to play it round twice so you can try and play along with that. I've got the metronome in, so you just need to follow me, and I'm going to give you a 1, 2, 3, 4. So the speed we're playing at is about this speed. That's about the speed. So after 4, with repeats as well. On 1, 2, 3, 4. To the B part. Repeat the B part. Back to the top. Repeat. Onto the beat part. B part. There's two ways we can make that harder and sort of progress from beginner to intermediate. The one obvious one is just to play it faster, and I'm not going to do that in this lesson. That's up to you. Just get a metronome and slowly speed that up until you can play it at an intermediate speed. The other way is to basically just add more notes. So when you have a bar, say bar 2, that goes, there's sort of 5 notes that aren't being used. If you were to imagine each bar has 8 quavers in it, there's a lot of notes we can add there. So instead of going, we could play and kind of fill in all of the gaps. So we're going to do that now. If you want the tab for this and the tab for any of my lessons, head over to mandolin.com, or I've linked the PDF in the description below where you can get the tab and music for this, all for free. We're now going to have a play of Cripple Creek, but a slightly harder version. Just like last time, I'll have the metronome in and we're going to play it twice with all the repeats. I'll try and say out loud where we are if you get lost. Okay, same speed as before. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4. And repeat. Onto the B part. Repeat the B part. To the top. Repeat the A part. Onto the B part. There's quite a lot of hard little phrases in that, so feel free to pick and choose between the easier and the harder version until you get more comfortable with the sort of different phrases. And then the same applies. Once you've learnt that, kind of increase the speed, and all of a sudden you'll find yourself an intermediate player rather than a beginner. That's it for this month. Make sure you head over to mandolin.com or click the link below if you want the PDF or tab for this, and we'll see you next month.